Every week, it feels like the same thing. Another viral clip of men versus women on podcasts. The same questions, the same arguments, the same shouting matches, and the same results. Millions of views. But here's the question. Does all this podcast drama actually help the culture? Or are we just watching a carousel of recycled talking points? Today, we're diving into why men and women keep clashing on podcasts. Why the same personalities with the same mindsets keep getting invited. And if this back and forth is actually teaching us anything. So let's break it down. Men's podcasts, especially the ones that blow up, tend to invite women with very predictable views. Not always the most balanced thinker, not always the most experienced perspectives, but why? Because it guarantees drama. It's a rinse and repeat formula. Ask controversial questions, push back, spark outrage, cut it up into clips, and boom, you've gone viral. You've seen it, the same topics every time. Dating standards, money, body counts, gender roles, and the women usually chosen because they'll respond in exactly the way the show needs for that viral moment. Are we learning something new or just watching a stage argument play out again and again? Now, here's the thing. The audience eats it up. People love seeing their biases confirmed. If you already think women are unrealistic in dating, you'll find clips that make you nod your head. If you think men are arrogant with mics, you'll share the clips mocking them. Either way, it keeps the cycle alive. And this is where the drama becomes bigger than just entertainment. These podcasts feed into echo chambers. Strong opinions feel like facts because they get repeated so often. And after a while, nobody questions whether we're actually moving forward or just spinning in circles. Here's the twist. A lot of what gets said in these debates are things we already know. Men generally value looks. Women generally value security. People have different perspectives, preferences. Relationships are complicated. None of this is groundbreaking. But because it's presented with confidence, backed by cherry-picked stats, or shouted in a heated debate, it feels like some grand revelation. But are these podcasts building understanding or just reinforcing division? Because if we already know these truths, why are we still arguing about them week after week? Let's keep it real. These shows are more about entertainment than education, and that's fine if we call it what it is. But when people start living by sound bites instead of building real relationships, it hurts more than it helps. Y'all men and women are consuming this content daily, and instead of learning how to connect, they're learning how to win arguments. Is this helping us grow, or are we just feeding into the idea that men and women will never understand each other? Because if that's the takeaway, then we're not building culture, we're breaking it down for clicks. Here's why this won't end anytime soon. Drama sells. Outrage sells, and podcasts figured out the perfect formula. Get a group of women with one mindset, a group of men with another. Let them argue for 2 hours, cut up the best moments, and watch the internet fight about it all week. Rinse, repeat. Every clip adds fuel to the fire, and the cycle keeps going. But if we keep repeating the same points, are we actually solving problems or just monetizing them? So, here's the real question I want to leave with you. Are podcasts sparking real conversation between men and women or just turning us into content? Is this helping people understand each other or keeping us divided for entertainment value? Drop your takes in the comments. I want to hear from you if you think this content is helping the culture or just hurting it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next deep dive. And remember, debate is only useful if it leads to growth. Otherwise, it's just noise.